Hi James, hope you're well. Just as obviously as captain, just your thoughts about and the excitement about the new season ahead and how the squad's shaping up. You feel?
Yeah, really excited. We've had a very good pre-season. The first pre-season with the boss in, so we've all, he's implemented this stamp from day one, and all the new additions have really gelled in really well with the squad. I thought we've had good competition throughout the opponents that we've been playing, so we're in a great position for tomorrow.
Derek, please.
Thanks. Hi, James. You never gave too much away on Monday, but in terms of potential contract extensions, is there anything you can tell us at all about prolonging your stay at Rangers?
Well, I've got a great relationship with the club, with Ross and obviously the boss, and my full focus is obviously tomorrow. I've got a great relationship. I love being here. It's an honour to be captain. But obviously talks are still going. You'll be the first ones to know once it's signed. But I'm really happy here, and my full focus is obviously on tomorrow's game.
Alison, please.
You say talks are ongoing with you. The manager said earlier in the week that he's hopeful that Alfredo will sign a new deal as well. How good would that be to hold on to him?
Yeah, you always want to keep hold of your best players and the players that make such a big impact. And obviously Alfredo's made a massive impact for the years that he's been here. So I think it's obviously the best interest for the club to obviously keep the best players. We know we've obviously lost Joe and Calvin, but you obviously want to try and keep your best players, and I'm sure the club would be doing everything possible to do that.
Mark?
James, you've become one of the kind of senior players at the club as well as the captain in terms of the time you've been here. But this year, it really feels with the number of signings that have been made, the type of signings, that this season kind of marks the end of an era from Rangers being in recovery financially to actually operating like a normal football club again. Is that something that's kind of struck you and the senior players that are there?
Not at all. When I first came in, we know it was a project to get Rangers where we want to be. We've been progressing over the years to get better and better. Obviously, within the squad, around the training ground, the ground itself, and I think everything's just showing for it. The players that we're getting in through the door, and you see teams like Southampton and Ajax coming in for our players, and that's what you want to. That's what you want to have. Play the biggest competitions and get these big teams coming in for your players. Obviously, I'd love to keep every single one of them, but you see the recruitment side that we've done, and it only strengthens us even more.
Gabriel, please.
Hi, James. Just earlier on, you were talking about how the manager's had his first full pre-season with you, plenty time on the training ground. Has he tried to implement any new ideas? What do you think might be the main differences between yourselves last season and this season coming up?
I don't want to obviously give too much away, but it's just having that pre-season where you can really work on, tactics a lot more. Because when you obviously joined, you had games, every single other day. So it's hard to work on the training pitch when most of the boys are recovering. So we've had a lot of time on the training pitch, especially with the new boys, to gel in, get used to the way we want to play and the way we want to see ourselves look when we play our games.